Good evening, good morning, welcome back. I'm Gaston the Ginger, and for the last week, YouTube has given me a strike. I have not been able to upload, but with that time, I've done some thinking, some pondering, if you will, and I've come to a few epiphanies, realizations. One of them being white privilege is a thing. Now, the catalyst for this epiphany was no other than the greatest president of the United States, Joseph R. Stalin. Biden, and his wonderfully law-abiding son, Hunter. Check this out.
If you have a piece of crack cocaine no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, 1/4 of $1, we passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others, a law that says if you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years. You get no probation. You get nothing other than 5 years in jail. Judge doesn't have a choice. Under our forfeiture statutes, the government can, take everything you own, everything from your car to your house, your bank account, not merely what they confiscate in terms of the dollars from the transaction that you've just got caught engaging in. They can take everything. I don't care why they become a sociopath. We have an obligation to cordon them off from the rest of society. They are in jail, away from my mother, your husband, our families. So I don't want to ask what made them do this. They must be taken off the street.
So, was that white privilege? I'm not so sure. Comment down below. It was definitely privilege, but I'm thinking it was more of the elitist kind of privilege. The privilege that the whole Biden administration is filled with. Now that clip that I just showed you, the Hunter part, comes from a conversation that he actually recorded. Here's the audio.
Well, I think we should discuss that while you're there,
Okay,
yeah.
but why did you call me at 9 o'clock in the morning to tell me that? On the morning that the Marine Dowd article comes out?
I didn't know about Marine Dowd.
Well, you did before you started talking to me,
You wouldn't
Hallie.
attack me, that you would be a bit more humble.
I did
but
not
I was
attack
wrong,
you.
and it pissed me off.
I didn't attack you.
Okay, you said I'm going to use against you.
No, I said to
And
you,
then
Hallie,
you said I haven't been
I don't want to
supportive.
give you
You didn't
information
notice
about
I
this
was being
program
supportive.
because
Okay.
I'm afraid that you'll use it against me as not
Okay,
being
I
enough.
can't keep talking. We're going to go round and round in
I'm
circles.
not arguing, Hallie. I'm asking you.
Okay, I don't know. I think we should schedule a visit, and we'll talk with the therapist. I'm not going to continue to argue, and I don't want to talk and make things worse. Hello?
Can somebody explain to me why crackhead Biden recorded this conversation? I mean, how dumb do you have to be? Then again, we're talking about a guy who left a very incriminating laptop at a repair shop. Not the brightest guy, just like his father. Another type of privilege that I've been made aware of this week while I was pondering is lefty privilege. Now, I'm quite aware that there are many Democrats with working brains who despise Joe and his socialist buddies. But lefty privilege truly is a thing. And you need not look farther than the woman who gives a bad name to all gingers, Jen Psaki. Check this out.
Most are asymptomatic if they are individuals who are vaccinated who get the virus. We are in a different place in terms of the impact of individuals who may have, as you said, breakthrough cases.
Why not just provide the number? Are you trying to hide something?
No, but why do you need to have that information?
Quote, why do you need to have that information? Unquote. Wow. Can anybody imagine if the wonderfully beautiful and articulate Kylie McEnany said something like that? No, you can't imagine. It would be chaos. And that, my friends, is lefty privilege. Last epiphany I had this week is that not all Chads are made the same. Now, you know the stereotype. Chads are big, muscly dudes who like to get fucked up and fuck bitches. You know, idiots, borderline retards. But my friends, I've seen a Chad who, instead of being borderline retarded, he is a borderline prophet. Check this out.
Need a mask. The mask is about compliance because they know Canadians like to do what they're told. So if they tell you have to wear a mask, next they're going to tell you have to contact trace. Then they're going to tell you have to take the vaccine. And because Canadians like to do what they're told, they're hoping that everyone just complies. And then guess what, kids? Once you take your vaccine, like a dumb person that doesn't know any better, they're going to tell you, sorry, the vaccine isn't as effective as we thought it was going to be. So now you still got to wear your mask, still got to get contact trace, still have all the restrictions and social distancing, and still take your vaccine. And then what did you get out of all of this? You got a whole year where you weren't allowed to travel, your business was closed, they took your rights and freedoms, they forced a vaccine on you, and what happened? The same amount of people died. Everything is the exact same. And now they're going to put you back on lockdown and bring it all the way till July of next year so they can do the same thing again. Bring you from July, August, and September, getting you off lockdown, but just to bring you back on lockdown again. If you idiots haven't figured it out yet, it's a perpetual cycle that you never get out of. And it's a way to take your rights, your freedoms, close your business, take your wealth. Why? So you become dependent on government. Why? If you're independent, the government works for you like it's supposed to. If you depend on the government to give you a paycheck to feed your family every month because they closed your business on you, now the government doesn't work for you, the government rules you. So instead of a middle class, we have the government, upper class, and the lower class dependents that rely on the government to survive. In other words, we have a slave class. And that's what they're trying to do. It's that simple.
Now, I wasn't the only person to have epiphanies this week, or I surely hope I wasn't. The U.S. women's soccer team has been kneeling for the national anthem, fighting for social justice, aka being SJWs, social justice warriors. But they just got their asses kicked 3-0 against Sweden. Now, for the best team in world history, that's pretty weak. So maybe Megan Rapinoe should retire from soccer and concentrate on her new career. She's a Victoria's Secret model now. Somehow. If she can do it, I could do it. Hey, girls. Right, Donald?
Radical left is determined to ruin everything in America. That's what they're doing. Woke politics takes the life and joy out of everything. Wokeism makes you lose, ruins your mind, and ruins you as a person. You become warped, you become demented. The U.S. women's soccer team is a very good example of what's going on.
I miss those speeches. Last, I want to leave you guys with a clip of Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez being ambushed by Project Veritas in a pretty funny way. Check it out.
1 hour, if I can, please.
Oh my goodness, yes, of course.
Okay. I did. I drove 1 hour just to let you know that I am a journalist with Project Veritas.
Oh.
Got him! Got him!
Do you even live in the Bronx? Because we investigated that. When an elected representative hides behind her fame, Project Veritas, we expose everyone, sir.
Isn't it interesting how her handlers just swooped in immediately? Democracy dies in darkness, is what the lefty said about the Trump administration. But it seems to me like the current administration and socialists like Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez are, a little less honest and a little less transparent. And those are the epiphanies I've had this week while silenced by YouTube. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Comment down below. If you agree, share them so we can spread the enlightenment. If you disagree, share them so you can tell people how much of an idiot I am. It doesn't matter. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. I'll see you next time.